Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the Massive Iron ULU, upper limbs upper. It's a way to train 3 days a week and really hit your upper body. Before I get into this topic, if you guys have any questions, drop them down below. If you need coaching, coaching is what I do for a living. I would love to help. Check out the link down below. All right, so I'm going to try to do this in one take. This is the Massive ULU, upper limbs upper. Now, this is a program for those of you that can only train 3 days a week, or it's a split for those that can only train 3 days a week, or if you want to do every other day, like upper A, rest, limbs, rest, upper B, rest. If you do that sort of training, you have to make sure you rest at least one day after upper B before you get into upper A. Now, with this, you can use 2 to 3 sets per exercise, depending on your schedule. I have 7 exercise slots here. And if you do 3 exercises, it's probably going to take you an hour and a half, or 3 sets per exercise, probably going to take you about an hour and a half in the gym. You could do 2, you could do 3, a combination thereof. You could do 3 sets for your first chest exercise, 2 for your second. If you wanted to cut things down a little bit, that would be 15 total. So that'd be a pretty good place as well. Many ways to slice and dice it, but at the end of the day, this is just a framework. I'm going to show you guys how to build a sample work from this. Now we have upper A, we have limbs. What is a limbs workout? It is legs and arms. This is a program for those of you that probably don't want to overwork limbs on a weekly basis, or overwork legs on a weekly basis. You want a little bit of leg work. You could reduce a little bit of the arm work, and I'll show you how to do that at the end. But if you want some leg work, but you're not super leg obsessed, this is probably a good split. With that said, stay tuned. I'll show you how to bump triceps into the alt position and work in more legs. All right, so let's dive into things. I'm just going to build a sample workout here, chest. You can put whatever exercise you want as long as they're reasonable, but we'll start off with the bench press. And over here on the upper day, we're gonna start with chest on upper A, and on upper B, we're going to do like the seated pin press. You can do the military press. We're going to start with a barbell overhead. All right, so we're going to split up our chest and our delt pressing with a back exercise to allow our triceps and our front delts, other things to take a little bit of a break so we're not super triceps and shoulder fatigued. Over here, I'm going to put in the delts next. I'm going to do a seated dumbbell overhead. And then on the upper B, you can do an incline or flat, but we'll do a dumbbell bench. You can do whatever variation you want. And we will program in the rest of our chest and delts because we're looking at that. So we have the bench and we have the dumbbell bench. I'm probably going to put in like the machine chest press, some sort of a machine chest press. And you can put in plate loaded press if you want. Over here, you might do something like a pecky decky, right? A pecky decky. That's good to follow with a seated dumbbell overhead because it's a little bit more isolation-y. On the delts, we want to work in a machine shoulder delt press right here. That would be a good place to put it. And probably after a dumbbell bench, we will do like side lateral raise. So now we have our back work to program. We're going to leave deadlifts out of the mix for right now, and we can kind of show you how to work those in later. Deadlifts are a unicorn lift. They're very back focused, but we're just going to ignore them for now and just do more of a standard muscle building workout, and I'll show you how to work deadlifts in a little bit. So we want to work in a dumbbell or barbell row, maybe pull-ups or lat pull-downs. What I'm going to do here is really put the dumbbell or barbell row or pendlay row. I prefer the pendlay row over here. And here we'll probably start with pull-ups or lat pull-downs. You can put whatever you want in that slot. And obviously, if you want to do a dumbbell row or barbell row, you could work that in wherever you want. You could put a barbell row here and a dumbbell row there. And a lot of people aren't very good at pull-ups, so we'll just kind of put pull-ups or lat pull-downs. If you want to do pull-ups here and then lat pull-downs here, you can as well. So let's say you from here we'll probably work in like a seated cable row and something like a machine row, whatever you have at your gym. Let me just fix this so it doesn't look as ganky. All right, so there we have we have 4 exercises for each the back, chest, and shoulders. That's already programmed in. This is plenty of volume, going to give you plenty of muscle building potency. For reference, when I'm programming pretty much any split, 3 or 4 days, that's the amount of volume I program in. So you're not losing volume by having a 3-day split. So we'll get into your arm work here in a little bit. You can do your squats. You can do whatever. If you don't want to squat, you can do leg press or your hack squat or whatever you want to do. Leg squat. How about leg press, hack squats, whatever you want to do. And you could do more of a something like leg extensions or lunges or Bulgarians or whatever you want to do. If you want to rotate A-B, meaning 1 week you want to do leg extensions, the next week you want to do lunges, that's a good way to do things as well. Hammy whammies, you could do RDLs if you're not doing deadlifts, or you could do like leg curls or glute hams, whatever you want to do. So we got that kind of figured out. If you don't want to squat, you could, just dump that and do leg press or alternate every other week with a hack squat or V squat or pendulum squat or levered squat or belt squat, some big hitter. And if you're going to go minimum on the legs, I would probably rotate, do A-B splits where you're getting in a little bit of variety. That would only be a good thing. Now, let me stop babbling. We have room for a couple of arm exercises, so you can put in basically whatever you want. Cable tricep extensions. You can do overhead extensions, whatever you want. Here you could do like one of my favorite, the seated triceps press down for a lot of volume, or you could do like a JM press if you're more bench focused and strength focused. And here we could do easy bar or barbell curl. Let me just type that correctly. And here you could do like a cable curl or a seated incline curl. So you can see we flesh things out. We have pretty decent chest, back, and shoulder work, pretty decent arm work, minimal leg work, but still, you're getting in about 6 sets for quads a week, about 3 for hammy whammies. If you wanted to squeeze in a little bit more quad work, you could do that over here. You could do squats. You could do these alt positions, allow some flexibility. And because you have a day of rest between, you could work in a little bit more leg work. So if you wanted to do squats here, and here you wanted to do leg press, or belt squat or hack squat or do an A-B type of split, and you wanted to keep that here, you could work in something like leg extensions and then lunges. So we don't have to necessarily go super low legs, just showing you guys some flexibility. Now, what if, I should say as well, these alt slots over here, if you didn't want to do extra leg work, you could use this for calves, for abs, for some forearm work, some neck work, some trap work, whatever you wanted to do. These are kind of floating little spots that you could put anything you wanted. Now, let's say you wanted to do some deadlifts, and you were really into the old you're really into the old deadlifts and squats. What I would probably do is just kind of minimize them a little bit, do the twos protocol or let me backtrack, or the 6-minute block. If you don't know what that is, you can message me on Instagram. Basically, you do singles or doubles over the course of 6 minutes. So you can do deadlift twos, and then you could do 2 sets of squats, okay? So you basically are minimizing the posterior work a little bit, but still getting in it weekly. That's going to be pretty brutal. I would probably slot in something like leg curly whirlies here, and then you could get in extra leg work by putting in leg extensions there, lunges there. You could do Bulgarians. You could do whatever you want for legs. But I'm just showing you ways to kind of use this ULU, this upper limbs upper, and it has a little bit of flexibility to adjust it. So you can get in your big posterior work like deadlifts and squats if you want. You can, move it around a little bit if you want to get more leg work. Now, I mentioned getting in a little bit more arm work, and let's take it back a little bit here. Let me go back, and we'll get that out of there. Let's say you wanted to do a little bit more, leg work here, but you don't want to deadlift. You could actually move your triceps over here at the end of these days. And let me fix that, move that over there. Then we have our biceps at the end here. And you could actually flesh this out and do more leg work. And this way, if you even wanted to, work in your deadlifts, you could work in your deadlifts with the 2s or 6-minute block if you wanted to. And then here, you could do your leg press or belt or hack, and then maybe something like leg extensions. So there are many, many ways to slice and dice this massive ULU. It's a very flexible split. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.